Hello and welcome to YHTV's Flowing into Awareness with visionary and master intuitive Anatara. I'm Christina Suzuma, your host for this program. This is episode 28. The world needs you to come alive. I love that title. Hello, Anatara.
Hi, Christina.
Okay, let's come alive.
All right.
We are ready.
Well, you've caught me in a pretty alive mood today, so it's all good. We know so many people, and some of our friends are very alive, and some of our friends are really engaged in what they do and the jobs that they have, or the extracurricular activities that they partake in, and you even see it in kids. Some kids are just at ease and excited with and happy about what they're doing, and other ones look like they're just carrying this heavy pall over themselves, and it struck me that there's definitely reasons why sometimes we're not very alive, why sometimes we're not feeling, excited and thrilled, or even partially thrilled with what we're doing, and sometimes those reasons are appropriate and excellent, and I extended that understanding into knowing that we can even have sort of quiet down moments when we are truly living our aliveness. So the world needs you to come alive. Who is the world? The world is everybody that you know. The world is the universe in which you exist. The world is the earth which you can give life to and receive life from. The world is, to me, sort of a metaphor for just being human. That which contains us and supports us and gives us life is this world, is the space that's all around us. And what is it? What would everything be like if we were all alive in our essences, alive in what excites us? I have a lot of people ask me, through counseling and through angelic and intuitive sessions, what am I supposed to be doing? What is my role? What is my path? What am I here to do in this lifetime on this earth? And there usually is sort of a general area of direction for everyone. We all have some idea of what we're here to do. But wouldn't it be amazing if we stopped asking, what am I supposed to do with my life, and started asking ourselves, what excites me? What brings me alive? What puts me into this stream of consciousness that flows easily through me, that gives me direction in an energetic, supportive, and fun, and even in a loving way. And again, I want to say that not everything has to be fun. It's okay if things aren't fun. It's okay sometimes if we're focusing hard, or if we're working on something that we need to understand about ourselves so that we can find what excites us. So I don't want to put any sort of pressure on anyone to be alive or not alive, or happy or not happy, but just to know that what I'm suggesting is that we can address ourselves differently than we usually do. We can ask ourselves in every moment, is this exciting to me or not? And adding to that, is this something required of me and necessary for me to partake in or accomplish right now, or not? So first, ask, is this exciting to me? Does this make my cells tingle? Does it make me feel like I want to shake off everything oppressive and overwhelming, and look at things from a place where I feel at home, and I feel good about, and I feel energized in, and I feel creative with? So what excites you? What makes you feel creative? What makes your creative juices flow? What makes you want to step up in the morning and say, here I go, here's another great day? And so try that. Try looking at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror, literally, and look at that face that you know really well, and make faces at yourself and say, what excites you? Who are you? What makes you feel alive? What will you do once you know what that is and you start to do it? Will you feel differently about yourself? Will you be more excited, about going to work? Will you feel less excited about going to work if you really know what excites you? Or will knowing what excites you make all of those other sort of more mundane and required things easier to do? The One of the things that we tend to do as humans is to doubt that we have any idea about who we really are. And we doubt that we have any right to know who we really are. Those systems, those parts of ourselves are shut down early in life frequently, where we think that, oh, someone else knows best about me, or my parents really do know what I need, or the school is teaching me what I need to know, or whatever it might be. But is any of that really true? Some of it might be, but is any of it really true? Looking at yourself in the mirror, again, ask yourself, what's exciting to me? What do I want to do? Who are you in there? Can you tell me something that I don't know already? and then take those morsels and take those tidbits and see what happens when you follow through with a couple of them. See what happens if you just allow yourself to believe that you do know who you are and what you need, and or that you can find that from within yourself. We don't have to again, go to counselors, go to seers, go to people that are supposed to know things from the other spaces and the other realms about who we are. We can know that from ourselves, and we can trust that from within ourselves. So my admonition is, go for it. Take yourself to the next room, look at yourself in the mirror, and see what's in there for you. Play with it. Have fun with it.
I love it. I love it. I of course agree with what you're saying, and it's so beautiful when people are able to tap into that. Um, I do know that there is a generation out there that has, I think, culturally some barriers. It's like, okay, we have a good job, we have to work at it, we have to, it's the we have to's. I have to do this out of responsibility. I have to do this, to the point where that they've taken themselves so far away from what excites me. That this morsel of information, Anatara, I hope that it will give them the strength and the positive influence to just
I like what you're
open it
saying
up.
about giving yourself the strength, the positive influence. I've used this with kids where they're in a really fussy mood, or they're grumpy and they don't want to go to school, or whatever it might be, and I take them to the mirror and just say, look at yourself in the mirror, and ask that person that you see what they need. and ask that person in the mirror what their preference is for right now. And if the preference is, I really don't want to go to school, then talk to that image, talk to that part of yourself, and say, yep, I really understand that, and this is one of the responsibilities that I have, and I can do it knowing that I understand it from the outside and from the inside at the same time. It's when we hear ourselves, when we listen to ourselves, and we feel heard. Sometimes the dynamic of the sort of the negative, the sense of being overbearing to us, it dissipates, it goes away, and we actually realize what's in there that can pull us forward, can carry us forward. And it certainly works with adults too.
Oh, yes. If you don't do that today, it'll pile up for tomorrow. You may not quite want that. So get to it today, everyone.
Find your mirror.
There you go. It's just come out, become alive in the world.
That's it.
It really is true. It's about when they had that saying years ago, would live it up. Live it up. I used to love that saying as a child, like live it up. And because I'd look around and go, these people aren't living it up. But
They were
now it's
living
like,
it down.
yes, and understandably so. It was about responsibility. It was about culture and society. That's totally understand. And this is just such a nice time right now on Atara, which people are listening. They're listening now. They want the shift. They want to be alive.
And a lot of the shift is only about how we look at what we're already doing.
Yes.
It's not that we have to make huge changes, although we might find that there's really something else out there that we could put all of our energy into and all of our professional, focus into. That is not what we're doing, and that is also coming alive.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to find out first what you want, what that you inside you wants you to be on the outside.
Love it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anatara. Another precious moment with you. And of course, we would like to thank Segovia Smith and the Yoga Hub team for making this possible. And like to thank each and every one of you for joining us in this new platform of education and information. We're always grateful for your continued support and look forward to hearing your feedback on how we can serve you better. We invite you to join us live on Tuesdays for Magical Medical Tour at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern, Wednesdays for Trinity of Life at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, followed every other week with Flowing into Awareness with Anatara. And may I remind you that you can connect with Anatara by following her on Twitter at Anatara, and of course through her own website, anatara.ca, anatara.ca. You can also now subscribe to this show to get weekly updates. Please visit us at yogahub.tv for more details. Again, we look forward to your comments and suggestions. Give us a call at 818-LET'S-TALK. 818-LET'S-TALK. Until next time, namaste. YHTV's Magical Medical Tour. Come join Dr. Glenn Woolman and Christina Suzama as they journey through the healthcare galaxy, interviewing doctors, healthcare practitioners in the attempt to share ways to achieve optimal health. Join us on yogahub.tv every Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Universe brings you what you need when it wants, and you kind of have to open yourself to it. And a lot of times, I just say it out loud and say, this is what I would like to do, but I don't know, And so a friend of mine introduced me to it, and I started going in the last 3 years. So I've been overseas in the context of medical trips to Honduras, Panama, and this last year I went to Ghana